People have been asking for my nudes. So let's turn this into a crispy garlic noodle bowl. Boil your noodles. That was not supposed to happen. Oh, steamy nudes. Melt it down. Minced garlic. Green onions. Woo. Add in your noodles. Seasoning packet. Sesame oil. Ooh. Fried egg. Chili flakes. Oh. Send nudes. Please don't.
Let's make a baked potato soup in the microwave. Okay, you're gonna microwave some diced potatoes, pick apart the pieces that are stuck together, dissolve some cornstarch into hot water, add milk and try not to spill like I did, season and microwave. Add in some butter, then your potatoes, top, and voila.
This is the Bacon Bun Smash Burger. Alex, the best chef, hit me with the burger challenge, so I'm starting with the triple smash. Fire alarms are an indication of a good crust. Next, glaze your bacon in barbecue sauce. These are not your typical hamburger buns. Cut your circles, add your bacon, puff pastry, sesame seeds, bake and assemble. Bun, lettuce for the diet, triple burger, tomato, onion, top it off, and that's a burger. Head over to my competitors, Alex the Best Chef and Ryan Can't Cook. Do me a favor and blow up their accounts, then let us know who won.
This one is for all my rice lovers. I'd like to introduce you to the stuffed pepper and steak rainbow rice. Let's make it. For our bell peppers, I like to use green, orange, and yellow. I use about half of each and cut it into very small pieces. We're also going to cut our steak into small cubes as well. Now we're going to saute our veggies in olive oil with some garlic. You can also add onions here, and once they soften, we're going to add our meat. Then we season it with onion powder, ginger, turmeric, black pepper, salt, tomato sauce, and lots of Italian dressing. Give that a stir until your meat is cooked thoroughly, taste it and see if it needs anything. Then we're going to add some diced tomatoes as well as some chopped parsley. Take it off the heat, mix it with your cooked basmati.
Ooh, yes, what's up everybody? Today I'm gonna show y'all how to make my Cajun shrimp cupcakes, aka that jacked up shrimp. It's super easy and super good. Let's go.
You're gonna need 1 or 2 pounds of that shrimp boiled.
Go ahead and dice you up 3 jalapeno peppers. Once you got your bacon fried up, go ahead and crumble it all up like this. A pinch of Colby Jack cheese in each cupcake ring. Drop you 2 shrimps in each cupcake ring, towel side up, just like this. Sprinkle your diced up jalapeno in each ring and sprinkle the bacon in. Go ahead and top each ring with your mozzarella shredded cheese, just like this. Go ahead and drop it in your oven under 400 degrees for 12 minutes. Oh, yes, sir. That 12 minutes is up. This right here is what I call my Cajun cupcakes or my jacked up shrimp, whichever you prefer. Let's taste it, baby. Get into it, baby. Let's go.
So this is the way I make a delicious Mexican ceviche estilo Adriana. I squeeze 28 lemons, and then the shrimp, the fish, and the crab, I make sure I cut them into tiny little pieces so it can be cooked with the lemon juice. I diced purple onion and 2 cucumbers. Make sure the cucumber is also small. I diced about 3 Roma tomatoes, and of course some cilantro to give it that special Mexican taste. You mix everything together and you add clamato to give it another great taste. Mix everything together, put in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes, and then enjoy with some delicious crunchy tostadas, aguacate, and some Valentina hot sauce.
Welcome to my 12 days of Thanksgiving recipes. Don't get me wrong, I am obsessed with Christmas, but I also love Thanksgiving. It's a holiday all about eating food. So I think we should give it the love it deserves. So that's why I'm doing this 12 days of Thanksgiving recipes, to provide you guys with all the recipes you'll need for an amazing Thanksgiving dinner. I'll be sharing how to make soups, salads, sides, breakfast, appetizers, pretty much anything but the turkey. And today I'm showing you how to make butternut squash soup. And surprisingly, it's really easy to make. Roast your veggies and combine them with the liquids and spices and blend it up. And if you don't have an immersion blender, just pour it in a blender or food processor and then put it back in the pot to heat up. Then of course top it with some swirly swirls of olive oil and coconut milk. Then I topped mine with pepitas and crispy kale. This soup is a perfect side dish and will warm literally anyone's soul. So it would be a great side dish at your Thanksgiving meal. Come back tomorrow for day 2.
You should try out this prosciutto wrap.
If you're in a calorie deficit, try this PB&J stuffed French toast. It comes in at only 230 calories. 2 tablespoons egg whites, 1/4 cup of almond milk, dash of vanilla extract, and sprinkle with some cinnamon. Whisk together. Throw the bottom of your English muffin in the mixture. Make sure not to get it in the center or it will be soggy. Spray your pan. Use a tablespoon of nut butter of choice. I'm using pecan date nut butter. Then I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of mixed berries. Put the lid on top, cook it for a couple minutes, and flip.
Hey guys, today I'm making my kitchen sink cookies. I started by browning 2 sticks of butter on the stove over medium-high heat. While that was browning, in a bowl I got ready a half a cup of brown sugar, 1 and 1/2 cups of regular sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Once my butter was brown, a nice light golden color, I added that in and mixed it until it cooled down. And then I added in 2 eggs, mixed that till just combined. Then I added in 1 cup of flour, mixed that until very combined. And then I added in another cup of flour, mixed that in. And then I added in another half cup of flour along with 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 and 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, and I mixed that until very well combined. Then I added in 1 1/2 cups of crushed pretzels, about a cup of chocolate chips, and 1 1/4 cup of Heath bar pieces, and mixed that till just combined. Then I portioned this out into 24 cookies, about the size of a tablespoon and a half, and then I sprinkled some coarse sea salt on top of them and baked at 350 for 8 minutes, gave them a little rotate, and then baked for another 5 minutes until they were nice light golden brown. And you guys,
Let's make monkfish. This is a monkfish. It has to be one of the scariest fish in the sea, which is why I thought it'd be perfect for Halloween. See this little antenna right here? This attracts other fish, and when they come, the monkfish eats them. I'll start by pinching the skin and taking out the cheeks. Now we'll flip this bad boy up. He got me good. Bad fish. Flip it over. Look at his cute little hands. To remove the head, we'll cut the knife right through the bottom. Same thing on the other side. Now cut right down alongside the flesh to remove all that excess skin. Keeping my knife flush against the bone, I'll cut right down for the fillet. And now we cut into fillets. I'll dredge one side of my fish in a little potato starch and chili powder. This will give me a crispy golden brown side. I'll add some carrot puree. First piece down here. I'll add a little black salt. That's seriously unbelievable.
Get a bucket and a mop because you're not ready for this cookie. I attempted the Levain Bakery copycat recipe, and I always thought like it would be something so spectacular or different that they do, but the cookie recipe is like a basic chocolate chip cookie. It's the method of baking that gives it the appeal and the crispy outside and the ooey gooey inside that we all die for. If you follow this recipe, you're going to be very, very impressed and pleased. The key is to cut your batter into huge size cookies, and then the baking time and temperature, it's done at a high temperature for a short amount of time so you get that crispy exterior and that gooey interior. You guys, we were crying from happiness while eating these. They're so good. Get your chilled glass of milk and dip that baby.
I have gained so many new followers since I posted this recipe last, so I'm going to show you guys again how I make my cauliflower mash. Depending on the size of your cauliflower head, this will feed 3 to 4 people. So I'm taking off the stem, rinsing off my cauliflower, and then throwing it in a pot. You could totally cut up the cauliflower into florets, but if you're lazy like me, you can just throw it in like that. Normally I just boil them in water, but I had a little bit of chicken broth, so I cooked them with that as well. When the stems are nice and fork tender, drain out the water and throw the cauliflower back in the pot. This is an important part. Add a pinch of salt and continue to cook out the moisture from the cauliflower until it starts to stick to the bottom of the pan. Now you can add it in the food processor with some butter, cream cheese, salt, and pepper. Full recipe for this is in my ebook. There's a link in my bio for that. This is so good and perfect for the holidays. You guys have got to try it. And as always, hit that follow button for more easy recipes.
What's for dinner? I'm going to show you how to make one of my more popular recipes on TikTok. It's super easy, minimal ingredients, and the kids love it. You're going to take 2 pounds of ground beef, your favorite seasoning, and salt and pepper, and you're going to mix that all together. Once that's mixed well, form them into 12 equal-sized balls and place them into a muffin tin. After that, you're going to take a shot glass and make a hole in each one of the meatballs. Don't go all the way to the bottom, you just want to make them into cups. Then season again with your favorite seasoning. Shred about 2 cups of cheddar cheese and 4 ounces of bacon. Then fill the cups. Bake on 400 for 15 minutes. When they're done, remove them immediately and drain this. They should look like this and top with whatever you like. The possibilities are endless.
Hey guys, it's soup season and I'm making a Mexican soup called pozole.
First, I started off by browning my pork, then I added some chicken broth, got rid of some of that excess fat, put in some bay leaves, covered for about an hour. So while that's simmering, I got my chilies ready. I de-seeded them and got rid of the veins. Then I boiled it in water, added some onions and garlic. Once it's boiled for about 10 minutes, I added that to a blender, added some of the liquid, blended it all up. Then I seasoned with some oregano and cumin, blend it again. And after an hour, this is what the pork should look like. It should be tender and easy to shred. Some of the fluid evaporated, so I'm adding more chicken broth. And then I added the chili. You want to use a sifter to get rid of any of the skin or seeds. Then I added some hominy, seasoned to taste. Let it boil for 15 minutes and then you're done.
Let's make homemade Pop-Tarts. I'll add a cup of flour and just a pinch of salt. Then I'll slowly add in 6 tablespoons of cold butter. Once it starts to look crumbly, we'll add in our 4 tablespoons of cold water. Roll out your dough really thin. It should be good when you can barely see your cutting board through the bottom. Cut and shape your Pop-Tarts. For our filling, we'll heat a few berries with some water and a small sprinkle of sugar over the top. Take it off the heat when your jam looks like this. Gently place over the top and press to seal with a fork. Poke a few holes in the top. 375 for about 15 minutes or until golden brown. For our topping, just a few spoonfuls of confectioner sugar and just a little bit of milk until you get that nice smooth consistency. Gently layer on your icing and top this with a few sprinkles. There it is, a homemade Pop-Tart. I'll never touch a store-bought Pop-Tart again.
Well, 200 pounds of spuds later, we know the way to foolproof baked potatoes. Poke a few holes in your high-starch russet potatoes and dip them in salt water before baking to season the skin. Bake them to 205 degrees, then oil the skins and return them to the oven until super crisp. Finally, cut the potatoes open as soon as they're out of the oven to let excess steam escape. And there you have it, from our test kitchen to your kitchen. Proof that this old dog can learn a new trick or two. The very best baked.
Hi friends, let's cook some crispy crab ragoons. So this is one of my favorite appetizers. I can literally eat a whole plate, and you probably will too. Add green onions, garlic, imitation crab meat, give it a rough chop, and add 8 ounces of cream cheese to a bowl. Add your crab, green onion, garlic, 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of mayo, and give it a nice mix. Now let's wrap. Add 1 teaspoon of filling to a wonton wrapper, pinch both sides, and you'll get this cute little flower. Give it a nice fry until a beautiful golden brown. Take it out, serve, and enjoy.
First, you're going to toast your bread. Then I add this honey ricotta spread that I made. I'll write it out in the comments. Then add some roasted cherry tomatoes with garlic and some olive oil. Finally, add a balsamic glaze, fresh basil, salt and pepper to taste, and enjoy.